Hi there, and welcome to the newest devlog. In the last few devlogs I've mentioned that I'm working towards a demo, and I've made quite some advancement towards that. So let's jump right in and see what I've done. For the demo I've decided to focus on 1 factions of the 7 that will be available in the full game. For these 4 factions I need every city to feel unique, so that's what I've been focusing on. Every city and town that can spawn for a faction now gets a unique feeling within their own biome and their own unique characters. I haven't finished with this yet, but at the very least the city and towns feel more unique per faction and biome, in the sense that the flora and the building decoration, so the roofing, the details and the brick, for example, are unique per faction. In the past, for example, I was using a default set of trees and grass, which would be used for every city or town. And that would make no sense if you were having a city at the docks, at the harbor, in sand, and then you'd have grass spawning there. So it's good to have this now all properly set up. I've also made an improvement to city pathing. This means that NPCs now use a more proper road to their destination. In the past, they would just use the nav mesh to go from A to B, which would be a direct path, which made the NPCs just walk crisscross through the city. Now they actually make use of the paths in the city, making it more lively. In the background you can see an example of that right now, where you can see all the NPCs kind of clustering, walking towards a single point. What is funny here though is that they're walking to the marketplace, which has actually been taken out of the game. And in order to still facilitate the quest board where you can pick up quests, these have now been placed at the city entrances, as you can see in the background, as a temporary solution. The reason for removing the marketplace is because all NPCs would go there and take all the activity from the city just to that one single point, and that was making the city feel dead. I've also added a very simple city patrol route for some soldiers. These will be patrolling the city from gate to center and back, just to add some liveliness to the city, and I'll probably expand on this in the future. But by far the most work has gone into updating the character sequence and the tutorial, or even implementing a tutorial, because I didn't have anything yet before. One part of that, as you can see in the background right now, is also adjustments to lighting. I actually use proper lighting now, in the sense that it can get dark. Everything was kind of over polluted with light before, but I can now adjust that better. So you can see in the background that dark is getting actually dark. I do still need to work better with adding light to that, but I'm happy with the result for now. Other than that, you actually have a tutorial now at the end of the character creation sequence. And this will allow you to pick up your first weapons. It will teach you how to use those weapons and how to navigate the menu to get them and to use them. I've gotten rid of the ugly cylinder that was representing the loading bar. I still don't know really what to do with it, so for now I have a world egg descending down on a fountain, and once it reaches the fountain, the loading is done. It's better than what I had before, but yeah, I'm still not sure about it, so this will probably be adjusted soon. Changes to the opening sequence don't end there though. Normally you would now be greeted by the first fetch quest, which was just you walking towards a very nearby point where the chest was with your weapons. This has been removed because it was just dull and it didn't really add anything. And as you could see earlier, the weapons are now actually retrieved through the character sequence. So instead of that, you are now being sent to, I think, the closest point of interest nearby that can spawn a chest, and that chest will actually hold your first sigil, which is a combat effect, and these can be applied onto your weapon or your staff depending on what class you started with. That's not all though. I've also been working on, again, combat improvements. I think by far the most important thing is that combat feels fluent and dynamic. And that's why I've been focusing a lot on making that work better again. So if it's hard to showcase, you should more feel it by playing, but the dashing is much more fluid now. It works much better. I've added a special effect to it too, the same one that swords get when you swing them. So you kind of get a feeling of speed. Enemies react better. Overall, just big improvements to smoother handling for the combat in general. I've also added sprites for all the weapons for in the menus. You might have seen that during the video already, and other things like normalizing enemy health pools, but also introducing a system where if an enemy uses a lot of heavy aggressive attacks, they will after that get into a period where they rest a little bit. This is adjustable per NPC so that I can make bosses more aggressive or smaller NPCs less aggressive. Something else I've done, which I wanted to do for a while, is set up a Discord server. Please join if you want to contact me, discuss the game, ask questions. I'll try and give more frequent updates there. So yeah, I'm trying to set up a community. Link is in the description. Yeah, I'll see you there. That's it for today. In the next few months, I'm of course going to continue my work towards a playable demo. The aim is to have this done at the start of 2025, so Q1. I hope I'm able to make that. Might have to push it to Q2, but yeah, like I said, I'm doing my best. I want all core features in there. I want it to play properly. I'm close, but 80-20% rule tells me I'm not, so we'll see how it goes. At least I'm happy with the progress. I hope you guys are too. And please subscribe and like the video if you can. It helps the algorithm. Leave a reply if you can. And yeah, see you next time.